nights ago, Wembley Stadium was buzzing with energy. Manchester City were in control, leading Arsenal 2-0 in the Carabao Cup final. Everything looked routine, the kind of calm dominance you expect from a top side. But then, something completely unexpected happened. Rayan Cherki received a clean pass from Rodri, and instead of keeping things simple, he paused, lifted the ball, and casually began juggling it in the air, right there, in front of the Arsenal bench, with nearly half an hour still left to play. The reaction was immediate. Ben White was visibly furious. Pep Guardiola stood on the sidelines, shaking his head in disbelief. Even the commentators couldn't ignore it, calling the moment unnecessary and disrespectful. And within seconds, social media exploded. Some fans loved the confidence, others called it arrogance. But moments like these aren't new in football. In fact, they've been part of the game's identity for decades. So the real question is, where does Cherki's moment truly stand when compared to football's greatest showmen? Because the legends we're about to talk about didn't just have skill, they turned football into pure entertainment. Let's take a journey through the greatest entertainers the game has ever seen. At number 1, there could only ever be one name: Ronaldinho. A player who didn't just play football, he made people fall in love with it. Watching him felt like watching something magical unfold in real time. It wasn't just the tricks, the goals, or the assists. It was the joy, the smile that never left his face, the freedom in his movement, the way he made the impossible look effortless. His elastico became one of the most iconic skills in football history. During the 2002 World Cup, he played a key role in Brazil's success, producing moments of brilliance that are still remembered today. At Barcelona, he became the center of everything, winning the Ballon d'Or in 2005, leading his team to back-to-back league titles, and producing unforgettable performances on the biggest stages. And then came that moment at the Bernabeu, where even Real Madrid fans stood up to applaud him. That level of respect is almost unheard of. Ronaldinho wasn't just an entertainer, he was the definition of footballing joy. Next up, Neymar. A player who carried the spirit of street football onto the biggest stages in the world. From a young age at Santos, it was clear he was different. His confidence, creativity, and fearless style made him stand out immediately. Rainbow flicks, no-look passes, outrageous dribbles, Neymar had it all. At Barcelona, he formed part of the legendary attacking trio that dominated Europe, even alongside some of the greatest players in history. Neymar's flair made him one of the most exciting players to watch. Injuries may have disrupted parts of his career, but at his peak, he was simply unstoppable, a true entertainer in every sense. Then comes Jay-Jay Okocha, a player whose talent felt almost unreal. Okocha didn't just beat defenders, he confused them, embarrassed them, and left them questioning everything. From his early days in Europe to his time in England, he consistently produced moments of brilliance. At Bolton, he became the heart and soul of the team, turning every match into a spectacle. His free kicks defied logic, his dribbling defied expectations. Watching Okocha was like watching creativity without limits. Adel Taarabt is next. A player who, at his best, looked completely unstoppable. During one unforgettable season, he dominated the championship like few players ever have, picking up the ball deep, gliding past multiple defenders, creating chances out of nothing. He made everything look effortless. That season, he didn't just play well, he carried his entire team forward. While his career didn't fully reach the heights many expected, the talent he showed remains undeniable. Joe Cole might be a surprising inclusion, but those who watched him know exactly why he belongs here. From a young age, he was seen as a special talent. His style combined technical brilliance with creativity that was rare in English football at the time. At Chelsea, he developed into a complete attacking player, delivering in big moments and producing flashes of brilliance that left fans amazed. Injuries may have limited his career, but at his best, Joe Cole was a joy to watch. Ricardo Quaresma brought something completely unique to the game. His famous trivela became his signature move, a technique that allowed him to bend the ball in ways defenders simply couldn't predict. He played for some of Europe's biggest clubs and won major trophies, but what truly defined him was his commitment to his style. He never played it safe, he never toned it down, and that's exactly why fans loved him. Hatem Ben Arfa is one of football's most frustratingly brilliant players. On his day, he could do things that very few players in the world could even attempt. His famous solo goal remains one of the most incredible moments ever seen in the Premier League. At Nice, he reminded everyone of his talent, delivering stunning performances week after week. But inconsistency and off-field issues meant his career never reached its full potential. Still, his highlights tell the story of a truly special player. Now we move to one of the most unique names on this list, René Higuita, a goalkeeper who played like an outfield player. He wasn't afraid to take risks, often dribbling past attackers and joining the attack himself. But one moment defined his legacy forever, the scorpion kick. Instead of making a simple save, he chose flair over safety and created one of the most iconic moments in football history. It was risky, unnecessary, and absolutely unforgettable. Kerlon introduced the world to something completely different. As a teenager, he became famous for the seal dribble, balancing the ball on his head while running past defenders. It looked more like a circus act than football, but it worked. Opponents struggled to stop him, often resorting to fouls out of frustration. Sadly, injuries ended his rise far too early, but his unique style ensured he would never be forgotten. And finally, Trundle, a player who proved that you don't need the biggest stage to entertain. Playing in lower divisions, he became known for his outrageous skills and creativity. His tricks, goals, and confidence made him a fan favorite. Week after week, he delivered moments that left people talking. Even today, his name is associated with pure entertainment in football. As for Rayan Cherki, his moment may have sparked debate, but reaching the level of these legends requires more than confidence. It takes consistency, creativity, and the ability to entertain again and again. Still, moments like his remind us why we love football in the first place. The passion, the flair, the unpredictability. Now it's your turn. Which player on this list impressed you the most? And do you think Cherki can reach this level in the future? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and support Next Gen Goal for more incredible football content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. We'll catch you in the next one.